Today we're walking in Fiby Urskog, another nature reserve, but this time I am a long way from home. I am 30 minutes west of Uppsala. Why don't you come along on this beautiful walk? Here is the information. That's the name of this place, and then there's the map. And as you can see here is a graph for 500 meters. This is where we are. So if we just go like boop, boop, you can kind of calculate that this is probably a 4 or 5 kilometer walk. There's just a lot of small roads and things. I usually take a picture of the map, so if I do get lost, I can find my way back. And the signs we're gonna follow. Alright, let's see where this leads. Now the sun looks very low. As you can see, can't see the sun from here, but it is actually 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is just this low during the winter. And as always, we're following these yellow markers. Orange, sorry. Somewhere in there as well. First I have to climb over this tree. Let's see. The path actually goes over the fallen tree. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Going in nature always makes me happy. Whew, my hand is cold though. There we go. Yellow markers. Let's go. Sadly, the woman I spent time with is not able to join me on this walk. It would have been very nice to have her here, but she slipped and fell on some slippery ice on the road, so she hurt her knee. Otherwise it would have been very nice to have her here, but she's at home warming up her knee, and I think she'll feel better soon. But in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy this walk, filming it for you guys and her, so that you guys can all enjoy it with me. It is minus 10 degrees Celsius outside, pretty cold. And the reason I'm this high up in Sweden, near Uppsala, is because we are visiting the brother of the woman I spent time with. He lives in the surroundings. Oh wow, the road goes through there. Yeah, there we go. We need to go between these branches. Oof. I have to go sit on the tree, sit on it, and then turn around, one leg over. Oh, I have to be limber for this, and then take the other leg with me. There we go, I made it. That's fun. Yeah. Like I said, there's ice underneath this snow. Ooh, don't fall. It's quite beautiful here, especially with all the sunlight the way it is. Ooh. It is quite tricky to walk here though. There is ice underneath all the snow, so quite slippery. And so you have to take care where you put your feet down. Oh, that's steep downhill. Yeah. Okay, downhill we go. On snow and ice. Oh, bummer. Ah, okay. You know what? Putting the camera away, using two hands, I'm gonna slide on my ass. Yeah, sliding down that hill was the better choice. I know on camera it doesn't look that much like a hill, but with snow and ice on it, it was a much better choice. Right, continuing on. For some ice. Or around it. Around since like a much better plan. Yeah. Let's hope there's no ice underneath here. There we go. Walking through this forest and it's being -10. Sometimes you hear some trees crack, like you hear the wood cracking. I guess the trees are all the way frozen through, and the weight of the snow on top of them makes them crack a little bit. So you have to keep your eye out for something called widowmakers, which in the hiking community, widowmakers are trees or branches that are about to fall down and will make your partner a widow. So don't keep your eyes just to your feet. You also need to look up and make sure that nothing falls on your head. So that over there is the lake. I was hoping to get a little bit of a nicer view, but you never know when you go to a new nature reserve. Today this is the view we get, and I'm not complaining. This is also very beautiful. Look at that giant rock over there. Yeah. Be cold. That's saying that when you start walking, you want to be a little bit cold. You don't want to be warm when you start walking. Big tree. This means that when you get out of your car to start walking, you just came out of a warm car and you're going into the open, cold air. And if you are warm when you start walking, you will start sweating later during the walk. And that's basically the worst thing you can do while hiking during the winter. If you feel that you start sweating, you need to open up your clothing and cool off. Because just in case you fall and break a leg, or your hike is just longer than you thought, that sweat is also gonna freeze and it's gonna make you even more cold. So what you want to do is be a little bit cold when you start hiking. That way when you start moving, you warm up a little bit. And then that means when you warm up a little bit, you won't start sweating. Sweating is what kills people during winter hikes. So be a little bit cold to start. And if you're driving somewhere to go on a winter hike, why not lower the temperature in your car and take off your jacket in the car, so that when you get out of the car you're already a little bit acclimated. Now it's also very important to have lots of layers instead of just one big fluffy jacket. Have like 2 t-shirts, a sweater and a thinner jacket, or maybe even 2 jackets, 2 thinner jackets. That way when you get warm during walking, you can take off a layer, put it in your backpack and continue on walking. You never want to be in a situation where the clothing you are wearing are too warm and you can't open them, because then you'll be too cold. You want to be in a situation where you can open the clothing you're wearing and still have a layer underneath it that's going to keep you in the correct temperature. Same goes for working outside in the winter. If you're at home in your garden chopping wood, and you notice that you start to sweat, you might want to take a little bit of a break. Because if you're gonna continue working while you're sweating in the winter, that's when you get a cold. And I don't want a cold. It's this good looking bridge here again. Just some advice for winter walking. I hope it helps you out. Oh, and the track split up here. I think I'm going that way. Yeah. There we go. Well, we are nearing the end of this walk. Thank you for following along. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It was a very nice walk. A little bit of rough terrain, slippery ice, beautiful snow, a little bit of everything. Now, like I said, the woman I spent time with has sprained her knee, so now it's time for me to go back and see how she's doing. Time for some warm chocolate maybe. See y'all later. Bye.